Hey, what's up, guys? Today I want to talk to you about some directional decisions I'm making about my agency here, and just share my thought process as I'm making these things, right? So, because I'm in the midst of it, all right, and then share with you some of my personal things of what is affecting these decisions, and then share some ideas from this book here called Oversubscribed. Might be a long video, just a warning. Oh, you guys can already see it down, can't you? Anyways, the fuck am I saying? All right, so I'm originally an SEO, right? It's what I just like doing. I get a kick out of this shit, right? Like I, I, I started SEO right when towards the end of my life insurance. Well, I ended it because of this, like in a way, right? But I made my first site was a life insurance website. It was ranking for life insurance Bronx, which may sound like the most competitive thing ever, but it takes about 3-4 weeks to rank for because nobody's building websites for life insurance for location based, I believe, because I was ranking number one, and that's how I got into SEO. And I was trying to drive traffic for people who are wanting to buy life insurance, right? So without going way back like that, what I want to say is that initially I'm an SEO, which is a lot to do with a value-based sale. Jesus, man, it's super hot. What that means is that your clients are getting into an agreement that they're gonna pay you 500,000, 1,500, whatever you guys charge on a monthly basis for several months before they start seeing some decent results. Pretty hard sale, right? And on the other side that I get into is the pay-per-call lead generation. This is something that they only pay when they get the result, and it starts right away. Doesn't take much time. It takes a week to get the lead generation rolling. Well, once you have the whatever you're using all up and running, right? And you guys see me taking sites here and there throughout the time I'm going by, and that's because one seems to show more hope, and I jump on that side, and the other one, I see something that I find, so I focus some time for the other direction, and then comes like I start getting some traction for pay-per-call AdWords, and then go there. Then I see that, oh, there's a new way to rank for websites. Like I can use Behance. It's working again. I go there. Overall, what I realized is that you kind of have to do both. Okay, you can't take sides anymore. It's just all around marketing, in my experience, right? Because they go hand in hand. If you're doing strictly SEO, imagine this sale. Imagine only being able to sell this, right? Going out, calling, getting people to pay you 1,000, 500, whatever you guys charge, and they have to wait a couple of months. It's going to be very hard to keep these people even after you get them to pay. It's going to be a nightmare to get a client, and then once you get them, it's going to be a nightmare for them because they'll be like biting their nails, like, what's going on? 2 months go up. If you're not ranking number one, you can show them like, hey, you were on page 5 before I came, now you're on page 2, but 1 more month, 2 more months, they're still paying. They're like, where's the results, right? So I would say once you can rank like confidently rank in a certain niche, right? Let's say you're in SEO. If you're not an SEO at all, then this doesn't apply to you. But if you're an SEO, let's say you can rank in either maps or on organic in a confident way, in a niche that's not too competitive, and you just targeted that, right? That's another thing. Niche down. Don't be all-rounded, especially starting out. Well, super beginner, you can try all and see which one you like, and then kind of start niche down. All right. And what I was gonna say? Let's say you're only trying to sell that, right? It's gonna be hard. But if you had another way, whether Craigslist, AdWords, and you're pretty good with it, right? You can sell SEO and even fund this. You can fund results through pay-per-call and have that value business. Now you have them getting business from pay-per-call, and you get time and relief to while they're ranking. It's one of the reasons why I charge an upfront fee to set everything up. Then they don't pay monthly until some of the keyword ranks, because one of those keywords ranks, then they start feeling confident. I start feeling I don't get any pressure from them, and it makes me feel better, right? But if you're charging them the money for SEO right from the bat, I would say you must have some kind of pay-per-call to not get that much frustration, if you're still following me, right? So these are the two things, and this is why I think it's a major thing that you have to do kind of both, right? At least be master in one pay-per-call, lead generation for your niche, and then go with SEO. Now, on the other hand, if you're doing just lead generation, that's awesome too. Then you can just solely kill it in that. Master one side, and then know the cost per, cost per lead, and then scale out, right? Then you can go into other mediums of getting those same leads for maybe the same niche or another niche, whatever you guys want, and try to build a business of that. So these are the two horizontal ways, I would say. This is like horizontal stuff, like the mediums you choose. Now, in another plane is your role, right? This, believe it or not, I really believe has a lot to do with personality, right? What kind of person are you is going to depend on what kind of business model you should follow. So for me, I know I'm a very video game type personality guy. By that, what I mean is that I just love things that are like kind of like step-by-step thing. I like things that are progressive, and I get a kick out of things. Specialist type ninja-ness really gets me. I get a kick out of that kind of feeling, right? My things that I tried in the past all kind of point to it too. I love specialization. Like one of my first things that I ever tried to make money with was Forex. I just loved the idea of being behind somewhere, doing something technical and making a lot of money. Didn't work out at all, obviously. Then life insurance. Oh, I'm a salesman ninja type who walks in the door and then closes things and gets out, and I just do it better. I might not be able to express what I'm trying to say, but I'll try to put this analogy. If I was given the choice to be Dana White of UFC and own it all, or be Jon Jones, I'll choose Jon Jones. Even though Dana White is probably like a billionaire or something, I would choose Jon Jones, because as Jon Jones, I could walk Earth knowing that I can kill anybody on Earth, period. Specialization, right? So I like that kind of shit. So when it comes to business like this, I love being an SEO. Working under and around this mechanism called Google with this big ass entity where we can rank things up, and only the people who are in the top 5% of the on top of the curve or whatever, ahead of the average marketers, can really know well how to rank this, gets my attention. Even if I'm not there, I would love to be that role, right? And on the other side of all this is everything that comes with business, which is not to do with SEO, not to link building, not to learn it. It's the other stuff that's in the details, right? Like managing the relationships with people, and every other thing, 10 other things that come with it, which you may not excel at or I may not excel at, but you would have to be good at for it to kind of scale up. What I'm trying to get to, such a long way to say this one thing, is that I realized sooner or later I would have to get a team, right? And I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I mean, not too long, like, a couple of months. But whatever I do, I realize that especially if I want to get to where I see myself in like 2 to 3 years, I would need a team, right? I would need a team, and it would have to be, I'm not sure exactly what split it's going to be, but the first split is the sales and SEO, fulfillment and the seller. Am I going to be selling SEO and I'm going to outsource the work, or I'm going to be doing the SEO and I'm going to hire sales reps or work with another person who does the selling? Whatever it is, it's just bringing these thoughts into action, and I think you guys should think of these things as well. Maybe you don't know anybody. Maybe you don't, you live somewhere where you have no idea where anybody is, but it's never an excuse in today's world to network a bit, go into Facebook groups, things like that. Whatever it is, just try to understand that to scale out in a way where your time is going to be worth it, right? Meaning you get to a point where most of the time you're doing things that only you can do. Right? That's how I put it in my head, right? A proper scale looks like you're in a position when you are doing things that only kind of you can do, right? So for example, let's say I can build citations, I can do the SEO, I can do all that other stuff, right? But the way I just make or sit down with appointments, that the way I just close people in sales, when I do video conference, I take them through a process that the VAs or the other people who do SEO just can't do. Then a proper scale, if you want to get the best bang out of the buck or whatever you want to speak, be efficient, it should be that your calendar is full of these sales appointments and you're just banging these out. You are most of the time doing what you are best at, right? And the other people of the team is fit into place, so they're taking care of the other stuff. Vice versa, if you're the SEO, then if you are just so damn good at managing the PBNs, then maybe you should be doing that, right? Maybe it's not a good analogy because managing PBNs is a fucking headache. So those are the two other dynamics I just wanted to pull into. Apologies about how draggy and circular this video is feeling, but to be honest, I don't have any better way to put it because it's in my head in the same way, right? I don't really know how to go. I mean, I'm going to keep on going how I'm doing. I'm loving how it is now. I feel good. I'm feeling one of the best right now than ever before. I'm getting traction, said it properly this time, from clients. I'm getting results from SEO. Damn. Those two things, holy shit, I'm kind of there, and I'm getting attention. I know how to reach out to people, and they reach back out to me, and I know how to get clients, right? I know this numbers game, I have it on me, and I'm getting results in SEO again using PBNs, right? My favorite method of ranking, which I thought was gone forever, but is actually back, right? As I shared with you guys recently. So I'm doing good, but now new layers open up, right? Such is life, right? So the new layers are the next level, which is teams, what kind of structure I want. Because right now I'm wearing all the hats, guys. And you're gonna probably have to when you start, right? You're the manager, you're the accountant, you're the seller. You are the one who fulfills the service. And you're the face of the brand. You are every role, okay? And it's a ride. But to scale out, to be efficient, you have to, I would say, not everybody's Cotton Grammar, right? Cotton Grammar is, I think, one of the only people I've seen who can do it like that without having a team single-handedly and have so many clients. I'm pretty sure he has a key team somewhere. That guy's not fucking, building citations or some shit. But yeah, anyways, I'm just saying that sooner or later you guys would have to start thinking in teams, and it makes sense why it's such a big topic, right? Everywhere it comes, hiring, all these groups, they all if they're the ones teaching us, if they are talking to each other, they're always talking about hiring. You realize this? In webinars and stuff, the gurus that are teaching, they always get psyched about hiring and the systems and the processes and the things that makes it run smoothly so they are at peace of mind. Because that's what it's about in the end, I believe, right? Doing the things that you're best at a point where you don't have much headache from the things that are nitty-gritty, right? Now, on that note, I'll introduce this book because it's what I want to share. There's 2 pages I want to share. I forgot the first page. Good job, Shibga. But I remember the idea. So it went like this. Daniel Priestley, basically, what this book about, I highly recommend it. Get this book, read this shit, it's good. Oversubscribed. It's about being oversubscribed. It's about why some businesses have, people lining up to be their client and they have a waiting list, and other people who are doing the same things have nobody, So it's the style he shows of why, that's common denominators, things. It's an awesome book. All right. Now, through his experience, he said that there's, I think, 3 types of businesses he sees. I forgot the first one. I think it was a solopreneur, which is the guy who's in the hands dirty, doing everything, kind of like what I'm doing now, right? And then moving forward, there's the lifestyle business, right? Which is allowed in this era right now, okay? It was not imaginable before 2000 or 2005. This is one of the best lifestyles, or new type of lifestyle that you can have in today's date, which is basically, he explains that these kind of people have immense businesses which offer really good value. They're very good at what they do, and they built a team around it, and they work on average from 2 to 3 days a week, and their hours are usually from 4 to 5 hours a day, and that's that. They can take vacations 6 to 7 times a year, and they're traveling most of the time and doing any work from anywhere. The thing that people kind of try to sell you, be at a gym and this, do this shit, that kind of stuff, but in a actual realistic way. This guy's talking about experience, right? This is people who travel around, who network, and their business that they play at that level is a lot about building connections with people that are similar minded and reaching out and just going to places, things like that, and that's working their business because they're the face of the brand at the same time. But the point is, their freedom is unmatched to any other type of lifestyle because they barely have to work, because everything that has to happen to deliver that result for their client base, their team is taking care of it, right? And then there's the other side, the next type, which is the performance breathers, I think. And this is more like people who, like the word says, breathe performance, right? They work 80 plus hours a week. They're super efficient. They're among the 0 point something percent in their industry, and they're insane. They're the ones who are making millions, usually whatever industry they're in, and they're very efficient. They kill it, right? They're like Elon Musk. He's a famous one. It's like that, right? Elon Musk works like fucking, I don't know, 24 hours a day, about like 18 hours, whatever it is. But it's that kind of style where you're just delivering insane amount of results and you're just pushing the limits in every direction, right? Now, this is a common thing that I think it's common, but it's a mistake that I did, which was a big wake-up call for me, because he said that usually people who are in the trenches dream of that kind of being that, which I did, and I kind of still do. I still kind of, part of me just wants to fucking kill it, sell so hard, get so many rankings and kill it and do everything I can to make it up there. But he said that in his observation, he has seen people who make it from lifestyle business to performance breathers, but never from trenches to performance breathers. And he gives some points and goes like this. If I remember all of them properly, it's just like there's